Alrighty. Okay, so mainly going to be looking at Pharma, and finally a Parasol player. So I might actually be able to give normal advice. And asking about neutral and getting out of the corner. Okay. Beowulf matchup's kind of annoying because he also has a sword, if you will, and some normals. But yeah, your goal is to keep him out and control the space, so. I don't like that round start. Not versus Beowulf at the very least. Like, think of all his usual options. He's gonna do a safe jump, he's gonna do his DP, he might up forward or up back. You catch none of those. If you dash up low, maybe, but then again you still lose to everything besides up back. If you're wanting to contest space right off the bat, round start jab is ridiculous. 2 MP is not bad either. I would not recommend round start crouching light or crouching medium kick. Just something to start thinking about immediately. Okay, wait. It's the right idea to press stand heavy punch there, it was just way too slow. Good safe jump. I'll punish that. Oh my, okay. That's 2 or 3 things Ruby's just whiffed in your face that you haven't punished, come on. I know these are small things, but that's a free hit. That's half the character's life bar. Especially because a lot of those could have been heavy counter hit if you were kind of expecting them, and at the very least, light counter hit. You're just not believing in your hits and getting mixed. It's game 1 and you're already afraid of the Beowulf. That's not the best sign. Okay. That right there, when he does it down, I'm like 90% sure it's your turn. Actually, let me just go find the wiki. Pretty sure after the second blitzer, you are always yeah, it's always your turn there. If they're really annoying, they might try and frame trap you with DP, but you can also just throw. You have that, and PBGC. Literally just push block, please. Yeah, you're really just not believing in your hits. And you teched into the corner. That's the worst place for you to be. Now you're dead. Or Ruby drops it. Good block. Good block. Bonk. What's your Oki? Fair enough. He got mashed on. That happens. deals so much damage. No, you can pick up off that. I'm certain you know this, but light kick there. Picks up both of them, then you happy birthday. You're just really not confirming off of anything. What's the round start? Yeah. Oh, we might have a friend. We may have a softy wafty. But yeah, it's not a bad option. You're also kind of just letting them do whatever they want to, because you're not... That's alright, I'd just rather you try and commit to trying to get away from the Beowulf rather than just stand there and say, okay, I'm gonna push block whatever you hit me with first. It's not super important, but... Early mix. It's alright. What was that pillar? Oh, so one thing actually. Land on people with a jump heavy kick. Like, jump heavy punch is a good button to land on people with, but especially characters like Band, Beowulf, Bella. Jumping heavy kick shoots a lot of their options. It's a really dumb disjoint and it breaks armor. It's and the air stall also kind of messes with people a little bit. Try and think about that, because well, jump heavy punch is a good button. It's not a one option fix all sort of deal. Bonk. Oh my god, that is so risky for Beoki. I'll let it pass, but if you start doing it consistently, I'm gonna say words. That's not mix. Lost where you were. Good block. They messed up the frame trap. You have to punish that, please. Please. Teched out of the corner. Fair enough. Oh, these drops. And dead. You can't... I'm pretty sure it still has some, hit stop. I could be wrong, but every time it's been done to me, I haven't been able to. I don't know, maybe it just comes out quicker than I expect, but either way, you can just hold up forward after the arm anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. And then you punish that. I don't know, I've never been able to react to it for whatever reason. Either way, Ruby didn't delay it enough. I mean, you're fine. I'm actually probably gonna try and start shooting these to YouTube or something, so they don't just get deleted into the void by Twitch VoDs. Not dead.
I think you still have assist there, Pharma. You could have just shot.
Welcome, softy. And now you're dead. Bonk. And gripped. Welcome, Softy.
Yes, hello, chat. I am here. I popped in and then you were talking, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's even more because the Discord OBS interaction where it just turns off all Discord noises.
Was that the running? Is it running lop? I'm assuming it's not like a loop, right? It's lop, running lop. Is this a Ligma joke I'm walking into?
Okay, yeah.
Yo, I'm second Dan, and Dan is in now. That's crazy. I've never been second Dan for more than like 2 minutes before. My Robo team's nasty.
I wish I could play Robo. She seems fun. My hands just say no.
I wish I could play Robo M Shadow. I gotta play drill. So.
Not just
Ours we're watching. This is Pharma versus
Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they asked about controlling space and neutral and getting out of the corner specifically, and they kind of just seem afraid. They're not.
Yeah, getting out of the corner against that VoD team is like impossible. You just can't be there. You have to not let yourself get there.
Definitely, but they're also sitting in the corner blocking everything, not pushing them out. I don't think I've seen a single up forward yet. And then in neutral, they're kind of doing alright, but they're just not believing in their hits. They get a hit and then they don't confirm, and then they're not punishing things Ruby's doing right in their face. There's just a random whiffed arm that went unpunished.
How is Eliza's round start versus Beowulf?
They've been leading Parasol.
I know. I don't know what you know with Bay Pharma, but like I feel like I would like to have SSJ to ban to pair level 3 in the back pocket, so I think I would go Eliza point, but I don't know what her round starts are like. I mean, always get hit.
Yeah, you have round start DP, which kind of shuts down some of what Bayo wants to do.
Is it brass or is it feed extend?
It's brass. Oh wait,
round start DP plus brass is broken. So.
Yeah, it is. But they also said they were changing their team because they said they're now doing L extend and axe.
Okay.
Which I mean still works.
Axe is so good for Parrot. So is Butchers, but.
Or wait, it might be L extend Butchers. I forget.
So whatever. Either way.
Yeah, they're doing L shot LB Butchers, but yeah, I don't know too much about Eliza round starts. I just assume she kind of has to try and pick one of like 3 options that kind of cover what Bayo wants to do and hope to just keep him out to the point where she can run away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Softy can tell you all about wanting a break from Pinwheel.
It's once you find a team that's really good without Pinwheel on it, it is hard to go back sometimes. I don't know.
But yeah, let's hop back into it. I honestly don't think Parasol round start versus Beowulf is that bad either. But I can understand.
Playing it aggressively is really fucking brave, but it worked out.
Yeah, they've chosen a different round start each time, and I haven't really been a big fan of any of them, besides maybe that one. Okay. This is a pet peeve of mine. If you're doing this setup, don't use Stomp that often, because everyone sees this and immediately thinks Stomp. Honestly, if you go low or throw people, or even just safe jump people here, this setup's fucking stupid, but everyone just goes for the overhead and gets blocked. It's the same thing with Beowulf's doing the safe jump over and over and over again. It's like, yes, it's really good, but if you choose the same option every time, it's not mix.
Farrah doesn't really get a second layer if they block Stomp, do they? She can like can't threaten low. Just everything moves up. I guess you can like delay air throw or something like that, but
ish, and also the Tears Debt at a nice time that kind of keeps her in.
It keeps her safe. Okay.
Yeah, that setup is stupid.
Hello.
Hey, Dre.
Oh, we also have a Dre. Please kill.
Oh, okay. I can't kill.
Barely.
stupid incoming. Oh, bad ideas.
So after this toss, you don't really have a reason to dead it. You can just follow it and leave it at your feet.
I thought that was supposed to like launch, hit, ban, like to cancel.
I have no clue.
Like just like launcher cancel the hitting ban, the up back blocking, stuff like that, but like that. Yeah. That's what I kind of assumed is. Oh wow.
Yeah. Also, one thing to talk about. You asking for help getting out of the corner. That's the second or third time I've seen you tech into the corner. Don't do that, please. It's so... You're just asking yourself to get shot. Okay.
I think, like, teching out of the corner is very dangerous, but, like, you can all just not tech, especially in that kind of situation.
But
when you tech, just don't tech. It'll mess up their assist call for Oki, and it'll make them, like... Oh man, if that killed Van, it would have been worth it.
Group.
That sucks. Your air throw got counter air thrown by Pummelors, or grab back.
Why are you mashing down an incoming? I don't care that it worked.
Is Eliza the new character? They were. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Neutral.
That's
really, just really kill the band.
Why didn't you commit? You were right there.
The side swap happened. I don't know. Well, I guess it's what I'm. Go back. Hit hard punch defense. Go back. I want to see it.
Yeah.
So it looked like.
Alright, here we go. You could have just hit heavy punch.
Oh, just missed the button.
Okay.
The idea was there. That was a brave cartouche or brave DP.
Alright, just chip this man.
It works.
Nice.
That also works.
I think you didn't let Beowulf do anything that game, and then you had the whole control. A lot of people who play at Beowulf teams, like if you kill Beowulf, their team falls apart. Cause that's their game plan 90% of games.
Yep, and honestly, you can just snap in either of their assists and really fuck with them. Beowulf teams do not like playing their team out of order. And if you have the corner, they can't raw tag Beowulf in because he comes in from the other side of the map and you have a year and a half to react to that.
I think a lot of times like snapping in big bands like a trap, but on this team, especially when it's like what is it L hurl or is it H hurl plus Excella? Like there's nothing there to help big band.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, you can also just snap in the Bella and say, okay, now you have to play Beowulf without a resource assist.
Yeah, I think if you had a clean hit on Beowulf and your team can one touch, just go for the one touch. If you get like a weird starter, or, like a dash throw, then just snap.
Yeah.
Like think like damage spread is you're gonna get, like how much meter you're gonna let him mash on. Because Parasol incomings are fucking broken. So, like, what's Big Bang gonna do? Timpani?
Get meaty tiered. Oh my god, why?
That was brave.
Why?
I mean, the previous...
so much on.
So, one thing I will say, you have yet to do a safe round start option. Besides literally just standing there and blocking. That was the one time you didn't choose violence at round start.
You do not hand Beowulf a free opportunity to get going. That's like how you just insta-lose.
Yeah, no,
but
don't.
What if it worked though?
Don't do this, please.
What if it worked?
I don't care.
I wouldn't even. Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Love seeing Beowulf get frame trapped by DP into super. Like holy shit.
Truly is a beauty. Why are you staying in skeleton?
Yeah.
Cartouche. That sucks.
Poverty.
That was definitely an MDP angle.
Now you're stuck in the corner.
And
they're already in lobbies.
Oh no, we're doing a
VoD. We're doing VoD review.
Pretty great. I was doing, or not pretty great. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of offer it mainly in B grade, but it's just whatever. It's not actually affiliated. Yeah,
There's a reset. What the fuck? Okay. There was a reset there, right? That wasn't all the same combo.
Wait.
Yeah, there's there was a reset somewhere.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. There's a combo to combo to
Yeah, I'm a little brain dead already, so I enlisted backup. Yeah,
Hemlo.
you just gotta hold that.
Yeah, the funny 50-50 on a bad character.
You just guess. Like, you just guess. And then if you block the 50-50, you block a second 50-50, and then a third 50-50. It's crazy.
Yeah, but this character's bad, guys.
Yeah, bottom. Oh, I mean, I do think he's like.
No punish! You jumped over it and everything.
That sucks. Oh, that's the awkward scrambles.
Yep, and now you're dead. Unless we get a patented ruby drop.
Even if it's a ruby drop, it's a 1 HP. It's a 1 HP fucking parasol against a full bail ban.
Okay, that was probably a misinput for heavy kick bikes.
Let's do arm dynamo, Ruby, please.
Yeah, also, yeah, mashing level 3 kinda gets you out, but at the same time, it has no hit stop, and they have enough invuln to get through it. Not to mention, they have so many different safe jumps they can just do and then block it.
I thought if you have full invuln until you hit cancel, so you can like wait out all their shit. And
No.
Then, like late cancel.
So you egret cancel and can end the invuln early, but
yeah, you can just do it later, right?
you can do it later, but it's not invuln the whole way through. You can time it out.
There's no way it loses to post flash arm though if you just let it rock. I'll lab that.
Well, I thought you were saying he could go into arm and then go into dynamo and stall for long enough.
Oh, I see. I mean, Dino doesn't have a lot of invuln, but
Yeah,
Dynamo has like almost none.
it's like one post flash frame or something like that.
yeah, I forgot.
It's either 1 or 3. It's not 2.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
I'm looking it up, but yeah. Okay, Parasol has like, oh, I see. There's a good 20 frames of Inferno Brigade active frames that are invuln, so you can keep it going.
Yeah, like if you egret cancel early, Annie's Stinger will punish you, but if you don't, she'll fly through you and then eventually get hit.
Yo, Softy, what if I
Mix.
so later down the line, weed is legal in America, right? Like almost everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I start a business where I sell weed on like a traveling basis at fighting game majors, right?
Wait, Silk.
Yeah.
You're like saying all this on a stream. We're trying to give you help. So like, could you like hold off for a little bit?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now you got a
Okay, what's the
Oki.
next one? Yeah. Good Nash. I wouldn't have.
It's brave, but honestly, you gotta do it. Too.
I think that was like jumping. Oh, Ruby loves to press like BG pulling buttons. That sucks.
Ruby is always pressing a button, is what I have learned.
I mean,
Spellburst players.
it's Beowulf
Assume
player.
they're pressing buttons until they've shown you otherwise.
Grip. Yeah.
I mean, at least Ruby Team doesn't give a pickup there, so that's like. Okay.
And just got hit.
Cerebella, where the best option is probably pressing light kick, no matter where you are.
Yeah, actually, wait. I wanna.
Yeah.
Are they crouching? Are they jumping? Are you jumping? Are you trying to cross up? Are you air to airing?
Yeah.
Are you anti-airing? Either
Yeah, and I was.
It's not anti-air.
You did get the hit and then just
I've
kind
been anti-air by crouch light kick as painwheel. It's fucking painful.
Why
Have
is
you seen the
Painwheel one of the more anti-airable characters in the game?
Because she's in the air more. It's fair.
What's your round start this time? That's fair.
Oh,
That's
cool.
my favorite one you've done so far. Oh no.
Super jump back.
Why didn't you toss a tier on the way down?
You can get hit by a couple random things if you do it too late.
I guess.
It actually has a good amount of end lag in the air. But now you're dead. Just be thankful your Eliza isn't dead right now, honestly. You really should have gotten exploded for that. Bonk.
They should never have made arm do more damage at full scaling. It just sucks.
Yep, gotta hold that. Just kind of
I
makes.
could have never buffed this fucking character.
They made the movie better. They didn't change the movie. They just made it better.
Yeah. Also, so
Fire the movie.
I want to again go back to the options you choose to tech. You really didn't need to tech there. And so I hope you're aware of this. If you're not, teching gets rid of like, what is it, 180 and dizzy, whatever half the undizzy bar is.
It gets rid. No, it doesn't get rid of half.
I thought it was.
No, I think it's 50. No, it get rid of half if you tech.
It's half.
Yeah,
It's half.
It's half.
But sometimes you can be like at like 600 on dizzy because it keeps stacking, so you can tech and still have on dizzy.
Yeah, it just gets rid of half of the full undizzy bar. And so, one, you didn't need to tech there. Two, again, you teched yourself back into the corner. You have like 3 steps before you're back in the corner again. It's kind of a small thing, but especially versus a team like a Beowulf team, space is really important. So you kind of need to be consistently thinking about where you're putting your characters. Because now you have to fight your way out of the corner as Band versus Beobrass. Let's just see how well this ends up. Now you're stuck and in the corner.
What were you pressing there to get counter hit?
I
swear they got counter hit.
Oh, Horn.
Weed Blaster on Fortnite.
Bro, he wanted DP. I mean, they wanted DP.
Yeah.
Man.
Does DP even win there though?
Yes.
HDP? Yeah.
HDP would have won there, yeah. Wait, never mind. Better player, let's go.
Why didn't you tag in Eliza?
It's funny, yeah.
And not converting off any of
the
those.
mass is coming. You gotta
You have to parry that at that point.
Damn.
Why are you mashing that? I don't care that it's working.
Oh my god.
That was big.
Good thing with this VoD, if my input is actually wanted here. But my biggest thing with this VoD is that I think that a lot of the mix-up options they're choosing on Ruby are like dependent on knowing what Ruby's gonna do for them to even like have a positive outcome. Like a lot of good mix-ups, kind of a good mix-up is like, oh, if I don't get my guess, I'll just get like a block string or something, right? I feel like a lot of these mix-ups they're going for, like, I remember like a couple seconds ago I just saw them go for like an instant jump grab, which is like a great call out in some situations, but I feel like a lot of their mix-ups are just call outs, and when they fail they just get blown up.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, I would say very similar things about round starts. Your round starts cover like one specific option, and if they don't, you explode, which is especially true with like the Eliza round start.
If I played big band, I would just up back call H brass on round start like 80% of the time.
I mean,
I'll be honest.
And even if, because now you're running L extend, it's the same thing. He's just a wall there that they can't really run through, and especially versus a team you want to run away from, like Beowulf. That's a really good round start option.
Hello, Tulsa. You're on stream and you're giving commentary to the people who want advice.
Alright.
Be great babies.
Hi, Console.
Wait.
Console, when's the next game you're gonna be at? I missed you at Frost, and I got upset.
I live in Chicago now.
Why?
I'll definitely see you at Combo Breaker. You should come visit the Nap House.
I can kind of understand pillaring there.
Give a strong
yourself safe,
question mark there.
But
was Pillar Axe an issue there, or an option there?
it might have been.
Is there beef
Either way,
that I don't know about?
Band might block the segment follow through. I think either way you're kind of getting punished here, just because of how fat Band is.
No, segment would hit both of them, or at least make a block.
Okay. You got lucky he didn't punish the spikes here. He should be aware that his assist is going to eat all the hits. Honestly, it's kind of just a waste of meter. I understand it's muscle memory, but it's not going to work for Band.
I think if Bayo just like arms here, he trades for a combo, right?
Yeah, but he can also just
Punish.
he can just up forward and get a heavy counter hit because he's not going to get hit by any of the bikes. Like, he tried to push block it, didn't realize Band was going to get hit. But yeah, now you're in the
second pillar was just throwing for sure. I understand the idea, like, oh, he misses punish, he's gonna go for it. But
God.
Wow.
You're doing very committal options against a character that wins the game off one hit.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Like, throwing them out every once in a while, but rarely, is a reasonable option. You got counter hit.
That was a miss DP, I think.
But either way, why are you DPing there? That's a safe jump setup.
And it's Beowulf. It's gonna be fucking grabby you half the time.
Yeah.
Your
I like,
DP sucks.
No, DP's fine. That's like a mistake.
Oh my god.
He's right.
Okay,
And you called her again. I think you called the wrong assist, right?
Okay.
He has shot assist. You should be abusing it.
Yeah, there's that. Wait, go back to these. He's minus, like, 10 or something stupid there. Hit him.
On that bar punch or what?
Off the third blitzer.
Oh, was it blocked?
Yeah. And he did it from really high up. You're really afraid of blitzing.
Wait, go back.
It was, yes,
Where?
it was.
You had an Oki situation, you did nothing with it.
Yeah, it was. I think down backing assist is good.
Yeah.
But you try to punish too early. That's just the Bale player classic. They will match the second time. I think down back assist, like you're gonna punch Parasol life. If it was brass, would have been better. But I
That's
think down
so
back assist is
unfortunate.
good.
That crouching leg kick whiffed. Are you kidding me?
Bella is a fun character to fight.
So, something specifically against Beowulf, I usually like going for, if you're having trouble, like, keeping tempo against a Beowulf, which is, like, really how he'll run over you, I like throwing him. If you throw him, like, you'll at least force him to tech and play on your rhythm, you know what I mean? And that is a really great first step in kind of dismantling his offense when he's playing against you. Like, just, like, forcing him to tech a throw and, like, play on your beat, you know?
And it works really well versus Bale players who run brass instead of A-Train. Granted, it's similar for lock and load because you're close. Oftentimes they'll call that, try and force you to block and just down back in your face. You throw them, ignore the assist, get the hit on them, or force them to tech. And the other thing, it covers some of their other options because while HDP is a stupid, or HTOS is a stupid DP, it is throw vulnerable. So it covers a lot of options versus these Bayo players.
Yeah, it's definitely important in the matchup.
The one thing that sucks is Parasol's grab range, but you have two of the better grab ranges in the game with your other cast, so.
I always thought Paris grab was good.
It's really small.
It's great.
tiny.
Punish, please. I know you're expecting a frame strat,
really
but
good.
yeah, no, stop raw
Oh,
tagging.
that sucks. Well, you didn't get punished for it. It's crazy. Yo, good green beat, but you get just ISS J there.
I love the lane cancel crouch stab though. That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. If you
bad they didn't
kept
believe.
going. Yeah, no. With the lane cancel crouch jab, you should always do a stand jab after that for the hit confirm. And if you don't get the hit, you get like a +2 situation.
That's been a pretty big story of this set. Pharma just not believing in a lot of their hits.
Yeah, like.
Or believing in the wrong. I think
The thing is, you don't have to believe. I don't believe in my hits. It's actually a problem I have, but I think the way I cope with it is I usually do like 2-hit strings, and you know, confirming off of a second hit is way easier.
Yep.
Yep,
there you
that'll
go.
help with like a lot of the times you're getting hit is because you're committing to a bad block string and getting armed. So like if you work on your hit confirms a little bit cleaner, then like because you're not trusting the actual hits, and then you're committing to bad block strings. Like they're like the worst of both worlds.
Why are you throw punishing that?
You have some of the fundamentals on like something like so like here on your Eliza you're doing exactly what I'm saying, right? Like so you're doing 2 OK into 2 empty.
That sucks.
And it's
Oh,
just
no.
if you just had that in the big band situation, I think you would have won that.
Yeah. And you just got called the fuck out for your incoming Eliza
What I will
super.
say,
Called out, got push block baited, and died.
against this team, Eliza is just in bad water, I think. Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Eliza players, but doesn't she do bad into, like, people with command grabs kind of as a rule?
If you can hold your neutral well into Beowulf and Bella, she doesn't do too bad.
Yeah, I would
That's holding that you have good neutral.
I would put it into the same category as Parasol, where you have good buttons to check a lot of the things they do, but the moment you let them get close enough to make you afraid, you're in a really bad spot.
Yeah, but Para has a sword. Eliza has legs.
Eliza's got some pretty big buttons.
Eliza's got some pretty big buttons on the ground that she can definitely use to her advantage.
Speaking
Have you
of
guys
which,
ever seen that clip of Beowulf grabbing the other Beowulf's like, oh no, Beowulf grabbing like Bella's forward heavy punch?
Yes.
Bro, that like, imagine if you got your like medium kick grabbed or something.
yeah, but why are you pressing medium kick?
No,
You don't
jump
press
medium
medium
kick. Like, what if you got your jump medium kick air thrown? Holy shit.
That's a thing that happens. I mean, that's just an Eliza
common.
thing, because you also
No,
cartouche
I
often.
tried to air throw jump medium kick like 7 times today. None of it worked.
Yeah.
I think that.
If it happens to you, it's like you either got called the fuck out or they are lucky.
Yeah, and well, because one of the things you asked about was you don't feel like you're controlling space well. You're not using any of your really big buttons at a good distance. And this is mainly for Eliza and Parasol, because they perform much more like sword characters than Ban does. You're not really checking Beowulf's approach with jab or stand heavy punch on Soul. Stand heavy punch and stand heavy kick are really good spacing buttons on Eliza as well. And so I know it's hard because there's a brass in your face and that's really terrifying, but you're just really afraid. And it shows, because also whenever you're in the corner, you just sit there and down back and don't really attempt to up forward or get out. Most you do is like Parasol level 3 and happy birthday on Fortnite. Although you run. Oh my god, Ruby, please. Punish. Mix.
That was not safe. You could have killed that. Yeah.
It's 2 bar though.
Yeah. Grip.
Where your parry was.
Good block. Oh my.
Now you're just getting bullied. Please.
Okay, now you're just getting done. Alright.
That's what I was talking about being afraid. You're kind of just.
There were delays there. Those are hard to push block.
Yeah, but it's more.
I'm pretty sure
Every
you got
single
bullied
time
for
they're
one of
putting
those.
pressure, they just sit in the corner and down back and then hope to push block something rather than ever contesting. Well, so they have mashed a little bit, but outside of that, you've done your DPs, your high committal mashes. You can push jab, you can try and throw, you can just up forward and block, hope to chicken block something, or just get over their low.
If you don't push block, the cracks like expand. There's only a 3-frame gap because it's +6 on block.
Yeah.
Ain't that enough for L beat?
No, yeah, we extend the win there for sure.
Oh, yeah. So you press crouching light.
You're just down back.
And
This
it's
seems like a bail almost, so.
Yeah. And it's not to say like this is a fun position to be in. Ruby didn't need to
That was
spend
a
2 bar
bad
here.
combo. It was so optimal at the start, and then just like nothing.
Mao crying in his sleep. Oh, rot tag.
The double raw tag. That sucks.
Stop. That's
Okay.
the 3rd DP
That's
in a
the-
row. And you teched into the corner.
Not worked out.
If you
I
were
wish
going
they
to
just
mash,
let
why
everyone
didn't you
get-
mash level 3?
That sucks.
Did
Sweep
you
would not
bolt?
do anything for you there. I don't think Sweep was a good idea.
That was not a good idea, no.
But I think like it's a wrap. Honestly, like I'm not gonna like tell someone, oh, you should have done something better here because you're down 2 characters and still in the corner versus Bayoban. Like just go next. You don't even have that much meter. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's it for your small pharma.
They had enough meter to like make it a threat that, hey, I can still come back. Because like if they had instead like level 3'd and caught Band and Bayo, maybe then carried to the corner, then yeah, that's definitely a situation where Eliza could pull that shit back, but they Lydia slaughtered. I don't know if they meant to level 3 and just got crossed up or what, but
Yeah. Definitely for the controlling space and corner, and getting out of the corner, you kind of choose a lot of the same options, and they're not the best. Like, down backing and trying to push block people out is good, but if that's the only thing you're doing, they'll just keep calling assist and running at you. And you saw that a lot. You kind of just got run over in the corner. In regards to neutral, you kind of... I don't know. It felt like you weren't doing very much proactive at all. Parasol has really good ways to air Beowulf. Her jab, her crouching medium punch, her stand heavy punch are all really good spacing buttons. L-shot's kind of hard to use, especially when they have brass, but try and get one out. When you did jump back and use a toss, every single time you detonated it on the way down, regardless of how close Beowulf was to you. You can leave the tier there and force them to respect it, because then you can use stand heavy or stand medium punch to detonate it, so on and so forth. Try and see if you can get that out of your muscle memory, because having the tier there is actually really helpful. It just creates a wall, and it forces them to be very brief about their block string, otherwise they're just going to get hit and counter hit. For Eliza, similar story. She doesn't have Parasol's jab, but her stand heavy punch and stand heavy kick are still really good spacing buttons. You alternated between being very afraid and choosing like the most violent option possible. A lot of those raw tags, a couple in a set, sure, it's fine. As consistently as you were doing it and getting punished for it, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably not the move. Yeah, and Beowulf is a team that just wants to put you in the corner and make you afraid. But the second you are too afraid to do anything, and you just down back, you've kind of lost. Because Skullgirls, you kind of just get run over if you're not contesting for things. That'd be my major, like, 2 cents for this. Also, think about where you're teching. Or if you want to tech at all. Because as Softy said, sometimes you can just mess with people's timing by not teching. I don't know if anyone else has anything that really stood out to them.
It's hard to versus Veo teams. You have to survive round start, but then still not let them take the pace. So if you can survive, if you can like make some either win round start on a hard read or like make space and then contest the approach, it gets much easier. Beowulf has some of the best round starts in the game, but like from just outside of round start distance, he's nowhere near as threatening, and you have to like play in that range, because that range is also where Parasol is like the strongest and most threatening. Yeah. So like I don't know, stuff like if you backdash, then all of a sudden your dash forward jump like punch is like absurdly threatening to Beowulf, but if you're too close, it's like nothing.